Hello everyone, welcome to AnarionKayto's Gaming Disc. It's Friday again, which means it's the day of the week when the Agent of the Nine, Sir, pays us a visit with his wares and exotic gears. Remember to subscribe to my channel for more daily videos. I really appreciate, and that way you can stay tuned with all the latest Destiny Ware information, plus a lot more. This week our favorite shopkeeper is stationed at the reef, so let's go ahead and see what's in store for us today. We got the Helm of Saint 14 for the Titan, a nice piece of headgear if you want to blind everyone that walks into your defender bubble. Has its good uses in PvP, not so much in PvA unless you're doing something like an extra round at Golgoroth with Taken. We got Kepristine for the Hunter, really good if you like being invisible most of the time, and it's got its special uses when doing Lamb's Run at Crotus and Raid. For the Warlock, there's the Light Beyond Nemesis. I don't really see much of its use anymore unless you're doing Trials of the Lag Switch, or if you need that extra orb to regenerate, which most common helms have the perk now anyways. At least it looks cool. I don't really have any use for other than collection at the Blueprint Wall. The exotic weapon for this week is the Trespasser. Had a really good hype when it first came out as a special sidearm with burst shot. It's okay, I guess. I'm not much of a sidearm fan. I prefer snipers and shotguns, and fusions if it's the Telesto. For the Helm of the Saint 14, we have increased strength, intellect, access to assets, second thoughts, and infusion. The perk for this helmet, as I explained before, is Starless Night. Your Ward of Dawn blinds enemies who enter it. A little bit good for control in PvP sometimes, and for PvE, I don't see much of its uses anyways. For Kepristine for the Hunter, we have increased discipline, strength, switchblade, impact induction, scout rifle loader, and machine gun loader. The perk for this little baby is Touch of Venom. You gain invisibility after crouching in place for a short time. Melee attacking an enemy from behind while invisible delivers 4 times the damage, and melee attacks apply a lingering damage effect. Pretty nice. I actually like this, and like I said before, if you actually use it at the lamp phase when you're actually doing Crow Descent, it's really good to just stay invisible. For the Light Beyond Nemesis, we have increased intellect, discipline, hands-on, heavy lifting, and infusion. The perk for this one is Keeper of the Pack. You revive fallen teammates and you can be revived faster. Supers generate an extra orb. Like I said, I don't really see any good use for this one unless you're actually doing Trials of the Lag Switch. And for aesthetics, but that's about it. The Trespasser, that exotic sidearm that everyone fell in love at first. I don't see many people using it anymore. Anyways, the perk for this one is Be the Danger. The weapon fires bursts of bullets with deadly accuracy. It's got fast draw, steady hand, and sure shot. It also has Relentless Tracker. It kills with the weapon, grant enhanced motion tracker resolution for a short time. It has hand loaded, reinforced barrel, quick draw, and unrepentant, which means that reloading after a kill causes the next burst to be a little bit longer, and it's a more powerful burst as well. Falling Assassin skin actually makes it look like this. It's really not bad. My personal favorite is Crucible Assassin. Look at that baby. Drill worthy. For the weapon bundles, we have the Bad Juju Dragon's Bane. It's the one at the bottom, guys. And for the Truth, we have Hardened Gold. Isn't that a lovely piece of gear? Anyways, we have Emerald Coil and Void Drive for those rare sparrows. We have Heavy Ammo Synthesis. And we have Trio Coins. And as usual, we have the Glass Needles. If you don't really like the perks of any of the exotic gears that we have, you can always use those to change them. We have Modes of Lights and Exotic Charts. That'll be all for today, guys. Don't forget to hit me up with a subscribe. We're almost at 100 and growing little by little. Rome wasn't built in a day. I don't expect to get thousands of followers off the bat, but I can certainly try. So, leave a comment. What's your favorite exotic for this week, and which ones do you think will drop next week? Stay tuned for more, and be safe, Guardians. See ya!